Good morning, everyone. I'm Frances, and we are so glad to have you here with us this morning. Our Knox Kids story this morning comes from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 9, verses 33 to 37. Mark's Gospel shares really good news to those who didn't have much power in this time and place. It challenged the power structures that had been in place for a long time and showed a different way that the world could be. The word gospel means good news. As you listen to this story from Mark, what catches your attention? What good news do you hear? Jesus and his disciples were walking to a town called Capernaum. Some of the disciples were arguing about which one of them was the greatest. Jesus asked them what they were arguing about. They didn't want to tell him, but he already knew. Jesus sat down and he called the 12 to him, and he said to them, "Whoever wants to be first must be last of all and servant to all." In this lesson, Jesus is saying, people fight to be the most important and the greatest, but to be the greatest, you must love and care for others. Then Jesus welcomed a child to him. Back then, people didn't consider children important, especially a part of a conversation like this. But Jesus said, when you welcome someone who isn't considered important, you welcome me, and you welcome the Creator God, the one who sent me. The disciples argued about who was the greatest and the most powerful, or the first and the most important among Jesus' disciples. Have you seen people fight to be the greatest or most important? Instead of fighting over who gets to be best, Jesus taught the disciples to put others first, not to think only of themselves, of their needs and what they want, but about others and what they might need. Think about the different buildings you have in your community. Maybe you have homes, schools, churches, restaurants, libraries, parks. Many of these places are gathering spots for all sorts of people in our community. Often they'll use words or images, signs, and objects to help people feel welcome. It might be an accessible and inclusive playground that invites kids of all abilities to play, wheelchair ramps in front of stores, Braille menus, and more. Including things like this can help people to feel included and welcomed. Not having them can make people feel left out or uninvited. Signs are an excellent way to communicate to others curiously watching from a distance that they are welcome. It's like a symbol saying, hey, you belong, and you are welcome here. This week, make your own welcome sign. Decorate it in a way that you think invites people in, and then hang them in your windows or on your bedroom door, in your kitchen, or wherever you want. God's arms are open wide, and everyone is invited into his kingdom. May we love and serve everyone around us so that they might know that they are welcome into his kingdom too. That's all for me this week, kids. I'll see you next time.